You know something I wish more people understood about taking on a weight loss journey versus simply losing weight is the unexpected lessons you learn along the way. For example, I've learned recently that faith and timing are two journeys of understanding that most times you're going to have to take alone. Faith is about trusting God's plan, even when you can't see the full picture. And timing is about surrendering to His will, knowing that everything happens when it's meant to. And I think, at least for me, that's the part of this journey that frustrates me, is that no one tells you before you start just how heavy the weight of waiting can actually be, especially when you're not seeing the changes like you think you should be, but you're paying the cost every day in private, in silence, and in moments that nobody claps for. It's like you're paying the price of something for nothing. And so it's funny because I used to think, like most people, that weight loss was simply a matter of control, you know? You know the old adage, eat less, move more. Simple equation, right? You would think so, but no. What I've learned is that equation does not account for grief. That equation doesn't account for shame. It doesn't account for ADHD. And it doesn't account for trauma. So why are we trying to apply that to everyone as if it's just that simple when it's not? And another thing that I find kind of funny, not really, is how easy it is for people to speak on something that they don't have to live. They love to simplify what they don't understand. They're quick to offer advice and suggestions without ever even asking what I've already survived or overcome. And in my opinion, that's not help. It's not help at all. It's almost as if to them, being overweight is always a sign of laziness. Like discipline can only be measured in pounds lost. But what they don't see is what it costs to show up when your mind's constantly at war. They don't see the restraint it takes to fight habits that used to be your normal way of life. And they definitely don't see the work that doesn't make it to camera. These past 48 days or so have been amongst the hardest days of my life. I've been navigating several different layers of grief, from grieving my father to ultimately grieving the version of myself that I chose to run back to, and the numbness that I used to confuse for peace. God's been quiet lately, but not absent. And I'm learning that His silence isn't rejection, it's preparation. He's not rushing to keep up with my timeline, He's rebuilding my trust. Not just in Him, but in myself. So yeah, man, those are my lessons that I've learned so far. It's been a short journey, but I'm still going. But I've learned faith is knowing that I have to continue moving forward blindly, understanding that my steps are safe and ordered, and timing is me getting rid of this imaginary calendar in my head, knowing God is never late. This isn't just about weight on a scale anymore. It's about the patterns I'm trying to break, the comfort I used to chase, and the parts of me I'm finally confronting. Because I'm not just trying to get healthy. I'm trying to get free.